The Dardeen family homicides. Some crimes are solved within days. Others remain unanswered for decades. In November 1987, a quiet community in southern Illinois became the center of one of the state's most puzzling homicide investigations. The victims were an entire family. There was no clear motive, no arrest, and even today, the case officially remains unsolved. This is the story of the Dardeen family homicides. In the late 1980s, Ina, Illinois, was a small rural town where violent crime was uncommon. Keith Dardeen lived there with his wife, Elaine. They were raising their young son, and Elaine was expecting another child. Friends described the family as quiet and hardworking. According to investigators, Keith had discussed moving because he was concerned about crime in the area. No one imagined that the family would soon become the focus of one of Illinois' most enduring cold cases. On November 18, 1987, Keith failed to arrive at work. When co-workers couldn't reach him, they became concerned. Authorities went to the family's home to check on them. Inside, investigators discovered a tragic crime scene. The home was secured immediately, and detectives began documenting evidence. One detail quickly stood out. Keith was not at the house. Investigators initially did not know where he was or what had happened to him. The search expanded beyond the property. Later that day, Keith's vehicle was located in another area. Keith himself was found deceased nearby. At that point, investigators confirmed that every member of the family had been killed. The Illinois State Police and local investigators launched a major investigation. Neighbors were interviewed. Evidence was collected. The family's recent activities were reconstructed as carefully as possible. Detectives explored multiple possibilities. Was the family targeted by someone they knew? Could robbery have been the motive? Was there another explanation entirely? Despite months of work, investigators could not establish a clear motive. The evidence did not point to one simple answer. As news of the case spread, media outlets across the region covered the investigation. For residents of Ina, it was difficult to understand how such a crime could happen in a peaceful community. Years passed. The investigation remained open. Detectives continued reviewing evidence and following new tips whenever they appeared. At one point, serial killer Tommy Lynn Sells claimed responsibility for the murders. However, investigators did not consider that confession sufficient to solve the case. Officials noted concerns about the reliability of several confessions he made in different investigations, and no charges were filed against him in connection with the Dardeen family. That distinction is important. A public confession does not automatically prove responsibility. Investigators must be able to support any accusation with reliable evidence that can stand up in court. Today, the Dardeen family homicides remain officially unsolved. Modern forensic science has solved many cold cases, giving hope that long unsolved investigations can sometimes reach new breakthroughs. Whether that will happen in this case is still unknown. More than 3 decades have passed. The town has changed. The headlines have faded. But the questions remain. Who was responsible? Why was this family targeted? And will investigators ever uncover evidence that finally provides those answers? Until that day comes, the Dardeen family homicides will remain one of Illinois' most enduring unsolved mysteries. Sometimes the most haunting part of a cold case isn't what investigators know, it's what they still don't.